really strong, but the trick is how do you get them to stay down there? And up tilt, up air, and those neutral airs are a huge start, but on one of Greninja's best stages is a choice.
And look what we see. I don't know if Hobbes was listening to the stream when I started talking about this, but all that Hobbes did just now was back up neutralize a couple of times, and guess what? It worked. It worked, baby. This is already like such a different opening. Anarchy has found an opening here, and now this is where Anarchy really gets to shine in that pressure and advantage state. But if you minimize those neutral openings, look how different of a game this is.
And Dara, we're seeing as well in a very unorthodox fashion, these Z-drop and down throw gyros, essentially as air-to-airs, right? Baiting the jump out and not catching the falling in neutral airs, but trying to catch those rising jumps from Anarchy with this gyro play and with these down airs is really creative, right? You don't see Hobbes do this almost ever, but Hobbes is making it work and finding at least a slight % lead here early.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Hobbes is good. You know, that's going to be the positives, and of course, because you lobby that heavy limits and that coming back.
Oh, maybe in the salient up there to close. That was disgusting.
Oh yeah. What an air dodge patch that we're using the side B to do that. That's kind of crazy.
And I mean, we've just seen a lot of craziness, win or lose in this tournament so far, right? Some of these players are pulling in some really creative and disgusting options so far today. And speaking of the high shadow sneak, Anarchy has decided
that was a disgusting option.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what adjustments you make because, well, Anarchy can just decide to win a game at any time, it feels like, today. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if Hobbes listened to the thing that I said, but I saw that immediately get implemented with the opening of the game, so I don't want to give myself any credit for that. Point is,
I had to withhold myself earlier. Queso did the same thing, and I'm just like, these players have a stream open, don't they?
Yeah, no, I mean, regardless, I want to give credit to Hobbes. That was a really just like good change in the neutral, right? We saw a lot more safer pressure. We're seeing buttons be pressed preemptively to stop Greninja from jumping in, but we're seeing more hesitation about going for gyro, more hesitation to commit to laser, knowing and respecting Greninja's burst range. So that has been excellent thus far. Really happy about that. Now we got to talk about disadvantage, and that's the tricky part. This is where Greninja excels. This is where Greninja excels against everybody, not to mention against a big body, right? When you have that big of a hitbox,
he's a big boy.
a super heavy. You have a frame 4 air dodge. You don't have a lot of incredible landing tools when somebody has that much mobility and constantly getting up in your face. What really worked out for Hobbes in that Sonic set were those preemptive down airs out of disadvantage. Are they a risky option? Yes. But as soon as you get popped up, if you press that immediately, you can potentially catch an early Greninja jumping, or, you know what, you can fade away. Not all the time. It can easily become one of the most exploitable options, but you have to use what you have in your kit. It might not be ideal, but you know what? It's about not wasting the produce that you've been given. You don't want to throw it away.
And I mean, sorry, I was gonna say something intelligent, and you just got me thinking about like fresh farmers market produce, and you just made my mouth water, Dara.
My bad. Happens to the best of us. So
it does. There's nothing like good fresh greens.
I will say though, I feel like that game could have just gone so differently had it been, you know, Hobbes taking that free stock. Hobbes taking that free stock, could have really just been like, hey, now I can camp. Now I can pop out projectiles that are going away the whole time, right? So I want to see how this is going to go down.
And Greninja too, like when Rob has that lead and can play at the corner, play at ledge almost like a Wii Fit player, right? Where you're threatening with gyro, threatening with laser, or can actually sometimes struggle to figure out the mix-up of neutral air, gyro, and laser off ledge when they have to close that space on you to boot. And we saw it at the very beginning, that first interaction that you were talking about, right? Hobbes went to ledge, got a huge amount of damage, and then never really had the opportunity to go back and do it again. I think we might try and see them play more defensively.
I want to see the
I agree.
I don't want to see the Luigi switch. I want to see the commitment to this.
The Luigi worked when Hobbes was able to get back 10 times per stock, but once Anarchy just remembered how to edgeguard Luigi, it was a different game.
Okay, I don't love the neutral air choice instead of a forwarding. At that point, Hobbes could have recognized, like, hey, I need to swat you away. I don't need this really laggy option because you're a little bit too close. And that's going to be, once again, Greninja advantage state. You get one lead like that, and you're able to get that stock out. All of that was because of that one bad decision with the neutral.
And those neutral airs are coming out because, honestly, it feels like Hobbes is just not quite respecting Anarchy enough, right? These feel like neutral airs where you're like, okay, this is my game plan, this is what Rob does in this situation, and not, okay, Anarchy's playing really well in these situations. I just need to be comfortable taking my damage, right? It's like Fox. Grab is never optimal, but sometimes you just take that positioning and reset. And if Hobbes can take those, right, reset and just stop swinging quite as much, he's going to find more situations like this where Anarchy is just put into a scramble, forced to pick a committal option. And with Greninja's predictable button startup, I mean, it can be hard to get away from Rob.
Oh yeah, for sure, but what we're seeing right now is Hobbes do the thing that Anarchy has been doing the whole time, and that is pushing advantage like nobody else. Hobbes, beautiful platform tech chase, they cannot believe that that back heel actually connected from that position, and we saw a stock get taken at this point. Now, this is where Greninja shines, this is where Greninja excels, gonna be actually punishing that attack from the ledge with that F smash. But the thing is this, Hobbes is slowly establishing that they're capable of doing the same exact thing at the ledge tree. Forcing out the double jump, tries to go for the side B, that was the great idea, but jumped a little bit too high.
I love those hydro pumps too, right? Knowing that Rob wants to corner boost and just forcing him to sit in that space, burn the fuel, and not letting Hobbes, not letting them get away at all. Right now with the fuel low, they haven't been able to keep the feet on the ground to get it to recharge. It's finally going to get a chance, and I like the shield knowing that you can't let those resources go low, because once you do, Greninja will just never let you go back down.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Okay, backing off a little bit, tries to go for that dash attack, down throw into the up tilt, but a little bit too low percent. Double jump up hill, is that going to be it? Not quite. Anarchy just on point with that DI, but the back hill, setting up another edge guard here, forcing the air dodge, goes for the early down air, backs off, and Anarchy is just being very patient at the ledge, and that's exactly what you have to be doing.
Up air, the pressure is just on from Anarchy right now. Has been so efficient at starting to catch Hobbes up in air when he's forced to go high. Robs love that route and the tech. We haven't seen a ton of those close range techs here online today, but Anarchy does not miss those. Does on the second one though. Caster Curse coming in clutch, and Hobbes might have a shot at this game because guards, no matter the percent, you can never count Rob out.
Yeah, without a doubt. Okay, down tilt into the up tilt. Tries to go for the forward, but actually doesn't full hop with it. You have to full hop to make sure that you get the correct spacing state. And it goes right into the forward. But you know what? Let me tell you something that matters. What we're not looking for is for the immediate result. We're looking for the trend. We're looking for that upwards trend. And Hobbes has started to figure things out. And I'm going to say something. I'm kind of proud. I am proud of these adaptations that Hobbes has been making. And Hobbes has sort of realized the meat and potatoes of a matchup like this. If you're both getting neutral wins the same exact amount, if you're both getting one hit for one hit, but Greninja is the one that's constantly carrying you off stage, well, you know what? Then you're not getting the most juice out of each hit. Hobbes went really aggressive with the edge guarding. Hobbes' edge guarding and ledge trapping have been so good that game. We are seeing that line upwards. The question is, can you adapt in time? There is still, of course, a, player notability difference, right? Hobbes said it themselves best in the chat. 3-3-2 and Anarchy is Anarchy. But we're seeing the upwards trend. We're seeing that adaptation, and we're seeing it happen in real time. And right now, it's not necessary. No.
No!
Please tell me it's somebody that disconnected, not us.
No! Are we able to... Is there anything we can do? Or are we just, we're just hanging out?
If we can shut down the arena by leaving. That's the only thing that you can do right now.